bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, 20 slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey. Gun. 20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Going up top, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mariota on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Coleman fights through, and now a crease. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gun. Hey. Hey. 20.
A handoff to Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Newton. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gun.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, here's Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Where are they, team? One.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mariota now on 2nd down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run with Thompson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First down, Mariota. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Finding room to the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to throw now. Mariota trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette, shedding the tackle. Room past the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The return man is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Deion Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Mariota. And throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Running left, it's Fournette. Past the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, get right down.
The pitch to Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Third and 2, Newton being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw Mariota. And an alley to run. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at the juke. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run here with Balazs. Oh, heck of a... The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Balazs, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Three.
Balaj. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Thompson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
That's it. 180. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Thompson shrugs him off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it with Balaj. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.